when we were all young, we were all artists. And some of us carry it with us, and some of us leave it behind. But I think it's an innate part of us that we can cultivate and that we can use to, heal our wounded world and heal ourselves. My name is Amy Milkey. I am a mixed media artist. I started creating when I was 35. It was a difficult time in my life, and I used the art to help me get through some inner explorations and inner transformation. And now where I'm at, 8 years later, is I'm going for my master's degree in conscious evolution. To me, creativity comes from a very spiritual place within my soul. And so when I get a vision for a piece of art or an inspiration for it, it's sort of like I'm just the channel, I'm just the vehicle to create. And then I sort of feel like I have to make whatever this thing is. And then there's the whole process that goes along with it and how things change as it goes, and it becomes sort of like this dance with the art and with the creation, and sort of waiting for divine inspiration almost to alight upon me, and then to create whatever it is that wants to be created. So, and the transformation piece is that in my experience and in my study, transformation happens as a result of crisis. We grow out of crisis. When you have compost, the flowers and vegetables grow even better when they're growing in a pile of crap. So life can be that way too, and so art can be a vehicle for inner meditation, inner reflection, and conspiracy with the divine. Just like in relationships, I think that I am your mirror. So I want my art to be a mirror too. So someone goes up to it and experiences it, and I would love it if they would see something about themselves or something about the world or something they hadn't thought about before. I'm expressing what I need to express with the art and channeling what I need to let out. But it's really a subjective experience for the viewer, for what they get out of it and what they feel. And I would like for them to be inspired for their own creativity and say, well, if this woman can do it, I can do it too. This piece was definitely a visualization for me. It was definitely an inspiration. It was something that came through me. I was drinking a lot of wine when I made this piece, and I found it to be very whimsical at first when I was making it. Meditating on it, though, after it was created, was where the transformation came in, and where it really allowed me to look at my life and say, I can be a more clear channel if I purify what I'm ingesting, and I don't drink the wine, and I change my habits and I transform. So that's how the art became a vehicle for me. So, and hopefully when other people look at it too, they're like, oh, I actually pitched this to a wine bar and to a vineyard, and nobody wanted it, of course, because they don't want people to be like questioning, oh no, don't question that. I love the feeling of our striving in life for this perfection that really is not reality. I mean, maybe it is for some, but like a visual perfection that society is so marketed to about and so sort of addicted to. And so I like to play around with that, and I like to play around with my own need to not want to hang on to the pursuit of perfection, because I think it's a deadly trap, and it's a trap of non-transformation, because we try to be something that we're not instead of coming into our own. And the important thing is for us to be who we are and to realize that. So that's sort of why I play with the Barbies, and I specifically like to decapitate them and then put time gears on them. There's one that has Barbie heads on time gears submerged in Jell-O in a big pickle jar, with another Barbie head with a crown on top of the piece, and that's called Beauty Pageant. There's one on the wall over there called Loss of Innocence, and it's got it's on a piece of metal, a catalytic converter that I found in a parking lot, and it's got some different parts in there. And that piece is about identity and power, and the struggle with identity, and being human, and the differences that we find among each other, but they're really surface or even physical. So that piece deals with gender, it deals with race, it deals with age, it deals with ability. And you know, the point of the piece is for somebody to look at it, maybe get a little confused, and hopefully have some kind of epiphany about humanness and about a lot of these surface things that tend to divide us, where our humanness, you know, brings us together and gives us that common thread.